Hi everyone, this is Red with RedDragonLeo.com. What you're looking at is the monthly chart from Thursday, and it was looking fairly promising that there might be a pause. As you can see, this was a very large up candle taking out the opening price of the previous month, kind of indicating that we might have kind of traded sideways to slightly up for a few months, maybe July and August, before falling in September and October. And you can see up here that we were actually hooking back up slightly on the MACD line there, and then we also had a hook back up hitting the 50 mark on the RSI, and it was showing a little crisscross action there on the ADX line, indicating that the overall trend was still certainly down, as you can see here, but it did appear that possibly there might be a little pause, a little hump, and then a continuation of a down move. Maybe, trade slightly up to sideways to put in a bear flag, and then a large move down, similar to this one here, on the following month or something. You can see there was no sign of turning back up here on the full stochastics. It was still pointing down. Now I have not refreshed this chart since Thursday, so I'm going to go ahead and do that right now, and you're going to see what this candle here looks like once I refresh it. So keep an eye on it, and you'll see how it changes and shows the current close as of Friday. Well, okay, let's see here. Where did that go? The monthly chart. There it is. Oops, sorry. Let me find it here. Aha, there we go. Now look at the candle. Now the candle barely closed above the 200-day moving average, which is at 1051.36. Did close above it, but it sure did fall back down quite a bit, and the stochastics still are pointing down, and this bar is still going down here. This here kind of straightened out a little bit more, and you can see it kind of backed off a little bit from the 50-day moving average. Nothing really changed here other than maybe still pointed down a little bit, but this, this shows you really how weak the market is. I thought that maybe we might get a month or two up before a big crash. So I thought maybe it might look similar to this kind of pattern here. You can see this candle here closed above this candle. This candle's open. And I thought maybe we might get one like this up and then a collapse. But that's not looking like it's going to happen. This is clearly looking bad for the bullish side. So you can see how one day changes it all. Now, the month is not over. The month is not over. So, this could pop back up. I don't know. But at the rate it's going, it is not looking good, because I'm looking at a sell-off next week. Let's look at the weekly chart, and here it is again before. Here it is with the candle before I refresh it. This is Thursday's close on the candle, and it looked like it was going to kind of go up and then maybe come down next week and maybe make a third attempt up and kind of do an ABC up. And you can see here on the 50, it looked like it might want to, back down a little bit and then make another run at it, maybe to back test that. And you can see here that it was looking like it was rising. This was looking like it was curving up. This stochastics looked like it was going up, wanting to go up. And so it was looking good on the weekly all the way up till Thursday for the bulls case. Now I'm a bear, so I'm wanting it to go down, but so I'm happy that it went down. But when we refresh this page and look at this again, you can see what happened here. The the RSI hooked back down, pointing down again. The candle now looks extremely bearish, closing negative, putting in a topping tail on the weekly, which is not good at all for the bears at all. That's going to indicate that for the most part we're most likely going to have another down week as well. It still did not put in a lower bar than the previous week's bar or the large bar there, so you know, maybe eventually it'll move back up. This is telling us it's probably not going to get up here above until September, October, and that'll be the rally time, it looks like. So it looks like we're going to go down into July and August from the looks of this before this thing hooks back up. As you can see here as well, this was hooking straight up, and now it's kind of flattened out to the side and still down. And this here is still not hooked back up. So it looks to me like on the weekly basis, we are going down for several more weeks. This was just a pop like this. And so, you know, maybe I counted this wrong. Again, I'm not an Elliott wave expert. So you go down 1, up 2, and maybe that was just a 1, 2 wave. And here we're starting a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inside of a large 3 wave. So this could be wave 1, then that up is 2, or up to that peak from Thursday is 2, and then we're getting ready to start a wave 3 inside a larger wave 3. So if this move goes down, it very well could be a wave 3, and inside it you'd have a wave 1, a 2, and a 3, and then a 4 and a 5. So you'd have 5 waves inside of this wave 3. And that's what we could be looking at coming next week and all the way into August. That's a scary thing. And I guess now is a good time to show you this. Before I show you this, let me show you the daily. And let's see here. So okay, so I've covered this. So the daily here, as you can see, is pretty daggone ugly. The ADX line has reset itself from being overextended here and overheated. It has reset itself, and now it's in a crisscross motion, meaning when it hooks back up and starts to explode and gives strength to whichever DI line is on top, I thought that maybe they were going to, you know, as I said, do a ABC move up on the weekly. So I thought maybe this might been a slight pullback next week and then a move higher in a C wave. So I thought it was going to go up, slightly back, and then on up, and to at least that fake print of 112.41 in here. I thought that was going to be the case, and it doesn't look like it at all. This thing is clearly rolling over. This was a huge down move. This clearly went below the 50. We are going into bear territory again. There's no question in my mind. This is hooked down. While Monday could be an up day, we are still headed down. It's lost its steam. It's got negative divergence here. This tower here is smaller than this one. It could not make it larger. Same thing here. This thing is going to go down and recycle down underneath here. So Monday could retest back up. It should go back up a little bit and you know, give it a small breather. But you know, for the most part, it is certainly looking down. When you got a big bar like this, you're not going to see a big up day on Monday. I just don't see it coming. So I'm going to talk more about exactly next week on the next video. But I want to give you an outlook for the next few weeks. And that is, I am looking here, again on the weekly, I am looking for a bar like this or like this coming on the weekly. Now, I don't know if we're going to chop around like here for a few weeks before we collapse. But again, if this was a wave 1 down and that was a wave 2 up and we started wave 3, then we just finished wave 1 and we on the 2 weeks down, and then these 2 up is wave 2. So we're getting ready to enter a wave 3 of a of a 5-wave move down, or so a 3 of a 3 is what it looks like on the weekly chart. So I'm going to go more into the exactly what I'm looking for on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week in the next video, and show you a fake print I've been holding back for a while, so that you guys will be excited for you bears. So, okay, that's it for video 1. Be sure to watch video 2. Thanks, guys.